Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah, and this is Pearls of Wisdom and Food with some keto things and some regular things and just some newsy fun stuff. I'm finishing up my Allegro Vienna roast. I have to restock that because I just used my last scoops and it was good. Um, so on my one day off, I usually go to BJ's and Whole Foods because I'm shopping every day in Shaw's, so that takes care of that. Anyway, I was listening to Dr. Phil one day, and it wasn't a show about food or anything else, but at the end he was talking about Robin, and he said that she figured out a way to eat that after years of other people's food plans and diet books and everything else, that she finally figured out a way. And Dr. Phil said, "You should see what she eats. She eats even more than me, that tiny little woman over there." And you know how they show her in the audience and she's going like that. And so it's like, well, I want to know what she does and how she got to that place, don't you? You know, what her little secret is. And for me, I talk about it all the time here. It's for me, it's been the not what I eat so much as when I eat. And so I stick to my OMAD, one meal a day, and it's usually between 3 and 4 now. With me working full time, I get home around 2:30, and I've prepped before I leave for work and then throwing it all together in the final stages, like adding the dressing to the salad or something like that. And so it just works for me. And I don't want to get into that place where it's like, I'm working full time now and I have to rely on, convenience foods. I admit I've been buying the 80/20 pub burgers. They're delicious. And they're already preformed. I mean, if it's my version of convenience, it works for me. A rotisserie chicken. I like this. We had it a couple of days ago, and Greg didn't realize I call it a mixed grill. Like if you go to a fancy restaurant, sometimes they have a mixed grill, which is like a lamb chop, a filet mignon, and maybe, something else. Well, in our case, it was part of a rotisserie chicken, a hot Italian sausage, and leftover ribeye. And then I had my baby Bella, my baby butter lettuce salad with my baby Bella mushrooms on it. Baby, baby, baby. What's up with that? And it just worked for me. And so I call it a mixed grill. I might, a different time it would be a pork chop and a lamb chop and leftover steak. So today is, as I record this, it's Big Green Egg Day. And so I will get some lamb chops at the store while I'm working. And then we've got the ribeyes that I have secured already and some hot Italian sausage. And so it'll be a lamb chop, the leftover steak, and a hot Italian sausage. That's one day. And then I did get some, I love Indian food. I don't do takeout, and I haven't been to a restaurant in decades. So I did get a jar of some butter simmer sauce. It says hot on it, hot curry. And so I look forward to that. It has 8 carbs in a quarter of a cup, 60 calories. And so I will simmer some pieces of the rotisserie chicken and put it on a bed of cauliflower crumbles. Doesn't that sound divine? Maybe add a little ghee to the cauliflower crumbles and have that with my baby butter lettuce. So that's coming up on my menu this week. So I look forward to, my version of convenience of rotisserie chicken, pub burgers, um, having something, making enough steak on the grill. So there's a couple of days of that. And yesterday we had Pete and Jerry's jumbo eggs omelet with spinach, Swiss cheese, mushrooms. I had a couple of stalks of asparagus and a couple of florets of broccoli on mine as well, and some Sargento Swiss cheese. It was delicious. And I cooked 2 different skillets and loved it. So things like that just make me happy. It hearty, filling. And so, yeah. But today we're finishing up the men's health items just for and giggles. And so we've got this going. So the it's snacks, and as most of you know, I don't do snacks. A lot of people doing keto or intermittent fasting or OMAD don't do snacks either because it kicks in the blood sugar and the insulin, and that can when that happens, the fat burning is over, honey. It's over. And you won't be losing weight because your body is just waiting for more food to digest. So, hence the OMAD. But anyway, the best tortilla chip is Late July organic sea salt, thin and crispy. Now, it's funny because we have the Cape Cod chips that are famous. Many of you probably have them in your local stores. And of course, a man on the Cape came up with them, sold the company, didn't like what the company was doing, bought it back. At that point, his daughter was getting older and she began the Late July brand. You've seen the crackers, you've seen the tortilla chips, the different varieties. And so I think that's kind of cool. So it says they're less dense than other salsa scoopers, but still strong enough to carry the chunky stuff. In 10 chips, there are 130 calories, 2 grams of protein, 17 carbs, no added sugar, and 7 grams of fat. And it's funny because in my store, aisle number 8 is the chip and soda aisle. So on the right is all the soda, and on the left are all the chips. And I used to eat Fritos back in my fat little teenage girl years. And it's not an item that has any appeal to me whatsoever. So the vendor was there, and the difference is that in a grocery store, vendors bring in things like sodas, chips. Um, what other things do they bring in? Well, that's all you need to know for now. And so they bring in Nabisco has their own vendors. And so that's the difference. It's like our stockers aren't putting those products on the shelves. It's people that come in. They have the items, the pallets of the items sent, like pallets and pallets of Coke and Diet Coke and Mountain Dew, and zero sodas, which have exploded in our store. And then the other side is all the cases and cases and cases of the Cape Cod chips and the Lay's and the Fritos. So this man does all the Fritos and Doritos and Lay's, and must be the same company. And there was no, I was shopping, and when you start at 6 a.m., sometimes the shelves are bare of certain items. And so then you wait for the vendor to get there like 8 or 9. And so when I go to do another person's order, all of a sudden, the Fritos are back in stock. And so he was there and he said, "You better get them now because they're going off the shelves." And it's kind of funny because I don't think of Fritos anymore, but obviously, generations do. And he was right, man. They were wiped clean, so they were there for a few hours. And by noontime, as I was shopping, the Fritos were all gone again. So I don't know who's liking them, but people are liking them. And I know that there was a sale on them, and then, the rewards and the online shopping, you get $1 off or something like that. But just kind of funny. But anyway, that's a little background on the Late July and the Doritos, which, if you're a snacker, there you go. The best pickle, they're calling it the Grillo's Dill Pickle Spears, and you can see it's got the cute guy in the lawn chair. Super fresh and snap crispy, these refrigerated pickles are the ultimate low-calorie snack. 5 calories in one, 0 protein, 1 gram of carbs, 0 added sugar, and 0 fat. And pickles, a lot of people had that belief that if you eat these sort of things, just like people with the hot, spicy food, that it helps burn calories faster or digest faster. I don't know. I'm, way above my pay grade. My pay grade is shopping for others. And so, anyway, pickles I know have saved a lot of people. If they're a snacker, to grab a pickle or a cucumber is a lot less damaging than grabbing the Doritos or the Late July. So anyway, that's their pick is the Grillos. The best nut mix is Planters Nutrition, Men's Health recommended mix. We help make this combo of almonds, pistachios, and peanuts, and we stand by it. In 1 ounce, 170 calories, 7 grams of protein, 6 carbs, 3 are fiber, and 0 added sugar, and 14 grams of fat. Well, if I'm spending my calories, nuts would be a dangerous place. That would be a trigger food. That'd be like a bowl of a candy that has an M on it, you know. Um, I handful. When I was a little fat girl in my teens, I ate pistachios by the bagful, and I just love them. And there's no stop button on me. I don't know how it is with you with your trigger foods, but no stop button at all. And so I could get into a lot of trouble. So we've gone about 12 minutes. Hopefully that's your cuppa. And you had some fun watching and you enjoyed your cup of coffee and Sarah's world of pearls of wisdom and food with keto. And of course I will see you here again. That was fun. However you do your food plan is what works for you. Mine is the clean intermittent fasting with only black coffee, unflavored, strong espresso strength, and mineral water preferred. Things like Essentia, Gerolsteiner. I've got a smart water going that's infused with electrolytes. I seem to have different waters that I'm working on at work, and then my triple filtered tap water at home. So it all works for me. Having the one meal a day at between like 3 and 4:30, it's all good for me. And I love my food program and I love my community here and I love it when you share what works for you. Are nuts a trigger food for you? Let me know below. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with keto and other food plan hints and tips and tricks and food suggestions. I'll see you here the next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye for now.